Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So, I hope you guys are going to have a pleasant day today, your holiday weekend if that's what you celebrate. So today we are going to talk about looping pliers. As you can see, I have them laid out. I have all three sizes, the 3mm, the 2.5mm, and the 1.5mm. And I'm going to do a little light demonstration. Now, if you have these looping pliers, it takes the place of these and other looping pliers. But anyway, let's get into this here. So I hope you all are having a good day today. I'm gonna try not to say guys because you're not guys. Most are the women that are beaters. Okay. Now the purpose of these was to take some of the tension of the beaters' hands when they beat, because sometimes people have what they call carpal tunnel. That's when their hands swell, and it's hard for them to work a lot of the tools over a long extended period of time. Also, arthritis or fibromyalgia, any other type of fibromyalgia is a illness, arthritis, you know, everything is just like you got inflammation in your body. I'm not a doctor. That's why we take on all of these infections inside of our body. This is from my research, okay? But we're not here to talk about that. So a lot of people can't use these tools like this here back to back, especially if they are avid beater, jewelry maker, and this is what they do, is make jewelry. So they need something to help alleviate the pain, to help them not to, use this all day. Because using these all day will affect you and your hand, especially if you, like I say, you got arthritis, fibromyalgia, however you pronounce that, all that good stuff. So now when I bought these, I bought three. First I went out and I bought these because honestly, when I started out, I was watching videos and some of the beaters would come up. These would be perfect if you got it out at the time. I didn't realize that what they're doing was like actually selling the product from their website. And sometimes you really don't need all these tools. Honestly, I'm just going to put it out like that. So I tried to work these. Let me move this out of the way. And these are the 3.5s, no, the 3mm, and I have small hands, so these were a little bit too much for me to work with, and they were too big. You see how it stretches your hand out? I'm like, I can't deal with that. So I put those down. I've had these probably about 4 years. They practically new. All of these are new. So I went to the 2.5 and I realized these are the same. They're a little bit too big for my hand also. I didn't like it. I have to do this and do that and all of that good stuff. Put it here sometime just to to get it all working for me. Unless, like I said, I learned everything from YouTube. These are better. These feel better in my hand. And when I use them, I use the 1.5 because I like the smallness of the 1.5, and my hand can relate to these a lot better. Even though sometimes I still have to do this here to get them to working right, and I work at an angle like this with them because this is the part there that cuts. This is how you feed your bead through. And to tell if you are feeding your bead through properly in the side to use, always look at your millimeter right there. So for instance, let's give you a little demonstration. Like I would have to turn it around. You see that little groove in there? Oh, by the way, I said I was going to walk and I changed my mind. It got too hot out there. I'm going to feed it through that groove. So release it. So what I do is just make sure like this. And I just squeeze softly and I release it just a tad bit and I pull it out. Honestly, and sometimes guys, when you're using these, you could get a good loop, and then sometimes your loops don't come out that well. That's why you take this and continue looping. So that's, it's not going to be perfect every time. But if you want your loops to be around the same size, this will do it. This will keep your loops the same size. I must have used, because I did one of those, so I must have used something totally different. I was trying to get this stacked up and just, do that to make the same bead. So I thought that would make real nice earrings. And I was going to put a hook, but I think I'm out of ear wires. But I'm just going to use this, open this up real quickly to kind of show you what it'll do. See that? And we're going to close this back up a little bit. That made it look cute. So what, you know what I could do, come down. But we didn't come here for this. And, if you got wire, guys, you can make your own designs. You can make your own. Look, I just made this just like that. But when I make things, different designs like this, I have to make them all at the same time, because if not, I will forget. So let's see if I got something long that I could put this through to let you see how I just formed that. You could do anything you want, guys. Sometimes you don't even have to buy all these different findings that they out here selling. You get the wire and make your own findings. But when you're just starting out, you kind of have to buy them, See that? And I'm finding that with my beads, I need to put some glam my beads up to bring them all the way out. I just learned that this morning. You're always learning. But let's get back to these loopers. I'm sorry about that. You know me, sometimes I go off. I keep this right at 10 minutes. Like I said, these will give you a perfect loop. And sometimes you can loop, and sometimes they'll loop good, and sometimes they don't. I guess it depends on your mechanism and how you work it. Just like this. This is a Nesius. This is a 16 gauge, a 1.2 millimeter wire. So this is the size that this made. I'm going to cut this. I hope this cuts. I went and found some of my old wire cutters. Thank you. It hit in the sink, so nobody will step on it. So let me show you how this loops. I think that's how I did it before. We're going to use this 1.5. Like I say, I have to just adjust all this, honey. You open it up, and we're going to feed it in there. Give it enough room. And I don't know if I gave it enough room that time. I might be doing this off balance. Like that. Release. And you come out with that. But even with this gauge wire, let's see, I pull this out so I can keep it, make sure that what I tell you is proper. This works anywhere from with a 26 to 18 gauge wire. So, and that's the size that you're going to get with the 16 gauge. This is some thick wire here. I think I bought this to make some type of earrings. And this is, like a 14 gauge. So we're going to use this. Let's see if I could just do it this way to form a loop. Just go down like that. I'm going to release a little bit. See, in this loop, I might have should have used the big one on this one. But this is the size loop that you'll get with the 14 gauge wire. 14 gauge. Let me cut that for you. (14) and 16 gauge. And I don't have an 18 gauge, but I'm just going to use one of these. And I'll show you. Well, actually, I just showed you on this right here. The 18 gauge. This is what they look like. And now one other thing about this, I went back and I checked the price of this. And these could get really expensive. Like I went to Etsy, and Etsy is selling all three for $23.99, which is not bad unless it's used product. I don't know if they're used or not, but Amazon's selling all three for like $71.99. But so that's a lot. But the smallest one, the price is around $27.99. That's this one. And the medium one is like $27, and the other one is like $27. And I went through Amazon, and some of the sellers are selling this for like $30. But I'm not advocating anybody to go out and buy these. I'm just letting you guys know these are some of the tools that I bought when I first started out. And I think when you first start out, you buy things that you really, really don't need. Like I don't see a need for me of having these two right here. So I might try to figure out how to sell these two. These are brand new. I've never used this except for today. And maybe this about one or twice trying to figure out how it works. And these I've used about maybe 3 times also. See, these I'll keep. Because, like I said, I can work these with my hand. But like you said, anytime, things are made, ain't nothing really perfect. Because you could use this to form your own loops. Like I said, and everybody design, this is how I do my loops right here. And then I just take it and just bend it back a little bit, and you got a perfect loop. Everything take practice. And this is like thick. This 14 gauge is thick, and this will make 14 gauge make awesome jump rings. Beautiful jump rings. If you could get the wire twisted. See, that's the thing right there. Your jump rings will be very strong. But anyway, I don't. So, but I do love these. So this is what I'm going to build around. I'm going to try to, I don't know how I make. See, I told you. I have to make these things back to back. If not, I will forget. I like that. And those are real Swarovskis that I put on top right there. See, that glams them up a lot. I didn't mean to, get in the film. But isn't it gorgeous? I like that. But anyway, just want to come and give you a little demonstration. Like the first pair I bought was these huge ones out of Michael's. And I know I didn't pay that much for them because around the time Michael's used to have the sale, sometimes you could get things for like 60% off. I used to buy from Michael's all the time. Then I would get these 50% off coupons. So I know I got this for 50% off, which Michael's don't do that with their tubes, as far as I know, anymore since the Big C came. And I ordered these off Amazon. And I could never find these 1.5s in Michael's or Hobby Lobby at the time, or even Joann's. So I probably ordered these off Amazon. But I like these the best. So I probably keep these. But these, I'm going to, figure out how to get rid of them. But if anybody listening to this video and you've been wanting some of these are practically brand new. You just hit me up in the comment and we can work something out. Okay? So, guys, thank you. So I hope I kind of demonstrated just a little bit. It may not be a perfect demonstration, but it's something for you to go on. And like I said, when you're starting out, sometimes you don't need all these tools. Just, kind of sit back, watch videos, and listen, and just, go from there. Especially, if somebody out here all the time, I know we on here to sell, but like I say, when we use these tools, sometimes we take away from our natural abilities, even though they do help us. Now, like I said, if this is something that you're doing, you full-time in jewelry, and you need to pop it out. Yeah, you invest in tools or things that's gonna make you faster at what you do. But like me, I don't need to be fast and pop stuff out like that. Not at all. But anyway, guys, I hope this is a meaningful video to some. And I'll come back, and I did a little jump ring with these, showing you how I did my jump rings. But I may come back because this tool probably do a little bit more. I got 2 of these. I don't even know if I needed both of those. But anyway. At the time, I bought all these because I was working and I really could afford to buy these. But now I can't. And I did this video because a lot of people want to start, and I know that they can't afford all these. And you really don't need them. But it's up to the individual. I'm not on here discouraging anybody.